Good morning. And Happy New Year. I wish you and your family and your loved ones be filled with happiness, health, and peace throughout the year of 2012. It is wonderful to see you all here because today is a very special day. To think about what is important and reminding ourselves what is valuable in our lives. Today, as we enter 2012, as we celebrate this new year, we make commitment to make this year, 2012, the best year for your entire life. To make it the most beautiful, the most productive, and creative, and positive year throughout 2012. It is possible to make a turning point if you make a mind, if you decide today and follow through each day. As we enter this new year with this sitting meditation, chanting meditation, and planning your new year, it is possible to enjoy your inner freedom and reduce and eliminate suffering in your life and in others' life around us. Einstein said, "I must be willing to give up what I am in order to become what I will be." So we have to give up something in order to become something new. If you are full with something else in your mind, in your life, there is no space for new things or even growth in spirit. It is critical to let go. Something is not helping you. Negative habits, bad habits, something holding you on. And in this space you are creating by willingness to give up, you are filling with a new spiritual practice. Each day with a new inspiration, new motivation that you can cultivate in your heart so you can express through your daily conversation as well as each action to the life around you. It is very important as a Buddhist that recognize that we have ability, we have the power within us to be flexible in our thinking and adjustable and adaptable to our environment and capable of choosing who and how we are and how we want to be in our world. If you design your life well and follow through to build it according to your own design, it is possible to make it turning point, to make it most meaningful year in your life. So who is the designer of your life? The design of your life is your own mind. Buddha said, "Who is able, who thinks he's able." If you think you can do it, you will do it, and you can do it. If you think you can liberate yourself and find freedom and begin a new life by letting go of your old life, it is possible. Everything starts in your mind, from your mind. So when you think about something, you really pay attention to. What kind of thought you have? What are you thinking the most time? Be mindful of each thought. If you think you are miserable, your life will become unhappy and depressed. If you think you can begin a new life regardless of your condition, you can create new reality and begin a new life today. Everything arises with our thought. So make your mind today, as we celebrate New Year Day, is important. With our thought, we create our new reality. Think about anything you wanted in the past. All those things arise in your mind first. And if you keep thinking about it, you create space to do that, to incorporate in your life, so you achieve it. Without this planning in your mind first, we may not change the way we live our life here on earth. Everything is possible if we have this mentality. When you think about yourself or about your condition, determine how you live your life. So remember this. What we want to do in this new year is to enjoy inner freedom and liberation. Have a more creative life with a keeping spiritual Dharma journal. We will prepare all this program and techniques for you in this year. Taking good care of your mind and your body, and self-discipline to enjoy your daily practice. We need deep aspiration and infinite gratitude for life itself. Nothing else, just that you can breathe and you are here, alive. That itself is so grateful. If you have this simple gratitude of just being alive and life itself, then when you open your eyes in the morning, you are grateful to receive a new day, so you can begin new life in this new day, each day. When we have gratitude, we can find better way to live our life from now on. To live the way we want to live. The critical question is, what shall I do for the rest of my life? If you keep thinking about it and find the answer, what you want to do in your life, sooner is better. If you are younger, like a Mikey, if you know what you want in your life, and from now on, his life will be changing. We can choose who and how we want to be in this world, each day, each moment. We have this choice. To think about it, you have this choice. As a New Year Day, you came to temple. I thought that most of you will be celebrating all night with the drinking and sleep late and New Year's Day morning. But look and see, you made it. So if you make that kind of a choice, you can make that choice every morning to practice meditation, to chant, to grow in spirit, to cultivate, and only think about the positive things. If you want to build a beautiful and sustainable house, you first design it with the architect. You need a vision and clear goal and what kind of building you want to build, where to build, and function and usage of this building, and how large space you want, and how much you want to spend. So when you have this clear goal in your mind first, then you draw on the paper. You begin to draw it. When you have a clear budget, clear plan, then you begin to build your dream house, like our One Dharma Center upstate New York. So when we have this vision in the beginning, almost more than 10 years ago, we had just a vision. We didn't have any idea how we're gonna accomplish it. But look, when time goes, people appeared, oh, I want to build the beautiful vision house, vision center. And then we look for the land, and we found the place, and now we have a retreat center. So when I look at this process, it is possible for all of us, not only just the retreat center. If you have a clear vision and clear goal in your life and what you want to do, and begin designing it first. How about yourself and your life? Do you design your life, your ideal life? Do you design your new you and future reality? And how much you spend to design your life, to become a new person, to live a new life, who can enjoy infinite freedom and liberation. So without designing your happiness and your healthy life, you may stay where you are. The reason we are coming to temple, we are practicing meditation, and make a real effort, like today, is that it is possible you become the person whom you want to be and live a life you want to live. Even people designing just a house, how about your life? Your life is much, much more important than a house. When you invest your time, your energy, how to reshape my mind and body, how to become healthier, stronger, and more spiritually evolved by practicing all this spiritual cultivation, it means that you value yourself. Think about your life. How much you value your being on earth, your life on earth. After you have designed, when you really build it and construct it, it takes a much longer time and much more expensive. So when you design your life today with this New Year resolution, the real task is that every day we practice, we follow through. Then after 365 years, 5 days later, you will see you are changing. You will see your attitude is different. Your quality of your being on earth, quality of your communicating with life around you, quality of your action and whatever you do is changing and improving. Life does not allow you to do rehearsal. There is no rehearsal in life. Everything is real and authentic. So don't take it every moment, even every day, as granted, and make it valuable choice and mindful choice all the time. So each moment, each thought, each action, each word are critical to construct your beautiful and sustainable and healthy you. Buddhist teaching always emphasizes that your mind creates everything. And your mind is Buddha. So don't look for Buddha elsewhere. Your mind is Buddha. If you really understand this, you have all the power, all the capacity within you. In Western society nowadays, the law of attraction reinforced it. That your subconscious mind creates everything in your life. It attracts people, circumstance, and situation depending on your dominant thought. So pay attention to your dominant thought. What kind of a thinking you have, what kind of a thought you have in your mind is critical. So what kind of a dominant thought you have? If you want positive and creative life, your dominant thought should be always positive and creative. Don't ever allow negative thoughts in your mind. In order to know your thought, you have to be really mindful and be aware of each thought arising in your mind. As Buddha said, we are what you think. So think about it. You are what you think. If you think you are Buddha, you are more likely to become a Buddha. If you are thinking and condemning and complaining and blaming others, then you give away all your power. So you become very weak. So your dominant thought is so important, and always remember that your dominant thought creates and attracts people. So if you have a negative thought, you're going to attract the negative people around you. If you have a positive and creative thought all the time, you're going to attract those people in your life. And circumstance and situation, it's all your own attraction. You are giving that kind of vibration. So you are attracting what you have actually. So when you know this fact, it's incredible. Just knowing this fact is incredible that if I pay attention to my own thought all the time and make sure positive, wisdom thought and compassionate thought and focused thought and meditation all the time, then your life becomes more wise, more compassionate, and meditative all the time. So the only duty here is then to think what you want in your life. That thinking in your mind is a designer. So that thought, the positive things you want, you keep thinking about it, then you will find a way to practice it. You will find a way to bring it into your life. You are finding a way to cultivate that quality in your life. That's why Buddha said your mind is Buddha. That's why you are when you think. That's why your mind creates everything. So your inner power here, with all of this possibility, that just knowing this truth of Buddha's teaching, Dharma, that we create our own reality, no one else. So think about who is in control of your life. Maybe Mikey said, my mother is controlling my life. But as an adult, nobody will think that, my mother or my father controlling of my life. You are controlling your life. You are controlling your own thoughts, your own words, your own action. Is there somebody else controlling you? If we keep practicing this one, the good news is that, and many examples, that finally your mind can cross the stormy water and land it at the other shore. So when we chant Heart Sutra, gone, gone, gone beyond, far beyond, now you landed the other shore with the awakening. As we chant the Iran Sang vow all the time, as we use our minds and bodies, we transform. So how you use your mind and your body, you transform through progress, making progress. See yourself how you made the progress in your entire life. So we can make a progress by using our minds and bodies. The reason we chant and meditate all these sutras, we are reminding ourselves what is important in my life. What is the most valuable things in my life? Perhaps you are taking care of your mind, or spiritually evolving and cultivating your spirituality so you can handle everything with a spiritual strength. Chinese philosopher Kongzhu said happiness comes from learning. So how many of you think that learning is happy things? Yes. If you learn new things, and especially just spiritual cultivation, if you learn how to meditate, when you become master of your meditation, how enjoyable it is, how happy it is. When you focus in your mind on your lowest dungeon, and finally you settle down there and you enter samadhi, concentration, how happy moment it is. So real happiness is coming from learning and applying what we know in our daily lives. So throughout 2012, this new year, we prepared a full program, weekday classes, as well as Columbus Day, October, and Memorial Weekend retreat. Here we come a few hours, but in retreat we let go of everything. We finally settle down on the most spiritual surroundings and most spiritual people, and with beautiful nature we can focus on this, rebuilding and reshaping ourselves to become an awakened ones, so we can enjoy living our life here on earth the way we want to become. So this New Year Day, coming this temple is very special. I salute you all, and I congratulate you all that you made a very good beginning. Now the only task is just to keep doing it. Keep practicing with this new mind, with a new body, and continue to new life. So you have your own key. You have a key to do that, and you have power to do that. You have a choice to do that, and you have ability to do that. So I hope to see every one of you grow in spirit and really find inner freedom and liberation and enjoying your life and making this 2012 the most creative, the most beautiful, and the most meaningful year in your entire life. Thank you.